EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Tua. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to have a Rams first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On play action, here's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Godwin, 49 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Lions 14, Rams nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. Jeudy. Touchdown, Rams. Jerry Jeudy, 32 yards. And the Rams are back within a score. Aldridge Rosas on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going deep here for Watkins. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Running left, it's Barkley. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Not sure if he was looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner. But he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Pierce now up the middle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and long. It's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
The tackle made by Zion McCollum.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Tua now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, why don't we look at the defense? They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Lions 45, Rams 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
31 yards.
And the Rams are able to claw one back.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 62 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Rams' 17-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are able to add on to their 1st half lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 45 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go. Hurry, hurry.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tua.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Tua.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Looking to pass. Tua. This one to Bourne out on the left side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Tua's throw taken in by Bourne.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
All the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back. Rosas good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Complete to number 16. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 48.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it, even with this big...
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Quez Watkins, 42 yards. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, LA. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Lions 66, Rams 28. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Wide open receiver complete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Red, cycle.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready?
Tua going to throw. eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he's got some space here. A solid stiff arm.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.